Number 5, part A is saying find the first three terms in ascending powers of x in the expansion of each of the following expressions, and the first one being 2 minus px to the power 5. Right? So for us to get the first three terms in ascending powers of x, we'll say 5, choose 0 for the first term. Then we write p minus px to the power 0, 2 to the power 5 minus 0, which is 5. And that will be the first term. And for the second term, it will be 5 choosing 1 minus px now to the power 1, then our 2 to the power 5 minus 1, which is 4. Then for the third term, 5 choose 2 minus px to the power 2 times 2 to the power 3, right? And if we simplify, it's 5 choose 0, which is 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 5, that's 32, because we know this will be 1 since it's all to the power 0, so this will be 32, and this will give us minus 80 px, and lastly this will give us 80 p squared x squared, right? And for the second part, we have 1 minus a half x to the power 4, and we're going to do the same thing. 4 choose 0 minus a half x to the power 0 plus 4 choose 1 minus a half x to the power 1 plus 4 choose 2 minus a half x to the power 2, right? The reason why I wasn't writing the 1 to the power 4 is because we still get 1, so there's really no need to write that. And simplifying this, for the first one we get 1, this to the power 0 is 1, and this is also 1. And for the second one, we get minus 2x, and for the last one we get 3 over 2x squared, right? Then for part B, it says given that the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of this being multiplied by this to the power 4 is 93, find the possible values of the constant p, right? This was the expression that we were given in the first part, and we're given this one in the second part, right? This and that. So what they're trying to say here is we can rewrite this to be 32 minus 80 px plus 80 p squared x squared, right, is being multiplied by 1 minus 2x plus 3 over 2x squared, right? This being multiplied by this, right? And with this now, we will say for us to get terms in x squared, we have to multiply this 32, which is independent of x, and this term in x squared, right? And doing that, we get 32 multiplied by 3 over 2, which is 48x squared, and that will be the first term in x squared. And for us to get the other terms, we'll be multiplying this term in x with the term in x in the other bracket, right? If we multiply these two, we get a term in x squared, and that will be plus 160x px squared, right? And to get the last term in x squared, we'll be saying this term already in x squared being multiplied by a term independent of x, which is 1, and that will give us plus 80 p squared x squared, right? And these are the terms in x squared that we get after expanding this, right? So for us now to get the coefficient of x squared, it will be 48 plus 160p plus 80p squared, and we're told that this is 93, right? So it will be 80p squared plus 160p, then our 48 minus 93 minus 45 equals 0. And to solve this, we're going to use the quadratic formula. So p will be equal to minus 160 plus or minus root of 160 squared minus 4. Our a is 80 and c minus 45, o over 2 times a, which is 160, right? So punching this in our calculator, we get p equals 1 over 4, or p equals minus 9 over 4, right? And that will be it for part B of this question.